Hello, everybody. I am excited to share this one with you. It is so very simple, but how fun and whimsical is it? Love it. And I tell you a few different ideas you can do with this, but without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so I usually use some sort of washi tape to tape off anything that I want to. Today, I'm just going to use regular old clear tape, Scotch tape, not sponsored. Haha. Okay, and I'm just going to come down here and try to get it pretty straight. Not going to worry if it's not totally straight. And there is going to be the bottom of our tree. Now for the other two, we're going to make them a little bit longer. You're going to try to get the tip there at the center of the top of the page. You know what I mean? Center up here. So that it is somewhat straight. And I don't worry about perfection, but since this is like taped off and it's going to be crisp edges, we're just going to try to do it somewhat straight. With this guy, and I can't see. This is one problem with the clear tape, it's hard to see. I have no idea if you can see it on camera because the sun is in my eyes. But if you're in person and you're doing your own thing, you can see the tape if you move it around. All right. Now, I got this idea. Okay, my nails. I got nail polish on my paper. That happens. I got this idea from our gray house. I will link her. I actually saw it on her Instagram, so I will link you there. Okay, I am going to do variations of green, and I'm going to do them slanted rather than horizontal, which I've seen a lot of people do. There's a lot of variations, period, of how to do this. So I'm going to start with darker, and then I'm going to move to the lighter colors. And let me just move this over so you can kind of see. Pardon the messy palette, but I have 3 greens here, and this is my Paul Rubens set. And, oh, got tape on there. My Paul Rubens set. And so these 3 greens are called hookers green, tree green, and yellow green. So those are the 3 that I'm going to be using out of my Paul Rubens set. In case you've got the same colors, but really use what you've got. You don't have to stick. You might think these greens are boring, and you might want pink and red and orange. I don't know. All right. I think I just heard my husband come upstairs. That's why I'm hesitating. Hang on. Okay, I am back, and I need to work extra fast. I mean, I already like to work fast, but my husband was just letting me know that our electrical company is coming. So we've been having some issues lately, so we're trying to figure those out. All right, so I'm starting with my darkest green, hooker's green in my case. And you can see I just kind of went right up to the tip there. And then I'm going to try to leave a room for what was the other one? My tree green and then my yellow green. They do not have to be even stripes, okay? That is a lot of water on there. I'm going to kind of dab my brush on my paper towel and then kind of mop some of that up. Okay, now, bop, bop, and then I'm just kind of letting when I smush down my brush, I'm just letting that be the width of my stripes. You can see it's not even, and it's going to be fine. All right, bop, bop, and then we're going to go here. This one's going to be a little wider. And you can actually purposefully do, if you're like, no, I want the dark to be super thin, you could do that too. All right, bop, bop. You can see that one's really crooked. But you know, when you have the electrical company on its way to your house, you have to move fast. I want to get this video done. And then la la spoon ba. Okay, gonna go like that. We might have a little color, one of our lighter colors there. Next, we are gonna go to our tree green. Actually, what am I thinking? I need to dry this. You don't need to, actually. You could have them bleed together. I'm going to dry mine. I'll do it off camera. I'm just noticing we might have an issue down here because I had a little bubble in my tape, but that's okay. All right, back to tree green. And we're going to kind of do the same thing. Just smush it and let that be the width of our stripe. It's okay if they overlap a little bit too. There's a lot of water on that one. I forgot I already had some on before I dried, so I added more. Didn't mean to. All right, there's our tree green. We're gonna just keep going with that one while we have it on our brush. Woo, that one was very sloppy. That's okay. We're just filling in the white space, so we're fine. In fact, I think I'm going to make this one a little bit wider because I don't think that yellow-green needs to be that wide. Okay. Personal preference there. Next. Pardon the silence. I've got a lot of stuff going on in my head right now. Okay. Nothing bad. It's just a lot of stuff. You know how it is. Next. That was a good one, eh? Like, do I even have any on my brush? What's happening here? It was getting a little dry. I'm trying to, sometimes it's just a balance, trying to figure out how to have enough water but not too much. I want that to be a little wider here because I'm kind of picturing that yellow-green. Oops, probably not the smartest thing to go back into that one because I don't want to lift any of my color, and then we're just going to fill in this last little space here with that. And we're going to go ahead and dry those stripes. If you want, maybe it might be a good idea, if yours looks like mine, to just rip off a little bit of paper towel and just kind of get some of these puddles that are on the tape, because those are going to be more apt to kind of blow around, and it might, put little dots on your painting that you don't want. And you know what would happen if I did that? I would probably just put splatter over the whole thing just to fix it. Okay, gonna dry now. And I'm back. Now, what I really like about how, I just don't know her name yet. I want to say Lisa, but that's silly to try to guess. From Our Gray House. She did some really thin, she did varying widths of the stripes, and it looks really good. So again, I will link her so you can see what hers looks like. And now it's just filling in all the white spots. It's okay if you have some white showing through, but I'm just trying to fill it all in. And again, okay if you overlap, it's all okay. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. We're just making art. This would be cute, obviously, as a card, because that's kind of the size we're working on here. But it would be cute on gift wrap. And it would be cute to do one on an envelope, even if you're just like sending a Christmas card. It'd be cute to have on the back of the envelope when they turn it over to open it up. Oh, one more thing. I mentioned this in a recent video. I can't remember which one. About how I got the advice on one of Watercolor with Megan's videos about painting small. I never finished my thought, which that happens. But how we were talking about, yes, painting small gives us these really quick wins. This one's really wet, so I'm gonna tap my brush on, I'm gonna kind of dry my brush off on my paper towel and just tap it in here to lift some of the water out of there. And then I'm also going to come in, see, I'm not finishing my thought again, and I'm just going to fill in these little white spots. And anyway, we talked about, we get these quick wins with this size of painting. But she mentioned you also get quick losses, meaning if you do one of these and you're like, well, that looks horrible, you just move on quickly. It's not like you spent 2 hours or 3 hours or even 1 hour doing it. So there's that. All right, we're going to dry this and go ahead and wipe up any puddles here and then dry it. And it's all dry, so we're going to peel off our tape. See what happened. Oh, yes, I did in that corner, just as I thought. Now, if you're like, well, bummer, this could be an example of quick loss. We'll just do another one. But I'm going to bring a white gel pen in, and I'm just going to kind of go over it. It's kind of like whiteout back in the day, if you're familiar with that. And it's not perfect, but and here's another little spot. There's a little tip for you too. Something I usually do, but didn't today, is I really push down the edges of my tape. That one I had a whole bubble right here. I'm going to just dry that little pen so I can do another coat on it. I'm definitely not worried about it. I'm just kind of trying to make it less obvious. But also, this, again, you could just splatter and you wouldn't even know it. Wouldn't even know it. You could also put a background in. I'm not going to do anything. I'm leaving it, and I'm going to sleep fine tonight. It's not going to be a problem. Just not. All right, now I'm going to come in with some brown, and I'm just going to put a very simple trunk here at the bottom. Your basic rectangular trunk. Keeping it simple. All right. Maybe go like that. Now, obviously we'll dry that or let it dry if you're that type of person. And I'm going to do that real quick and then I'll be right back. Okay, now we've got a few options here. We can be done. We can be done. My paper bent just a tad. You can tape it down to avoid that. And this is really good paper. This is, let me show you what I'm using today. This is Arches, or Arche if you're French. And 140 pound, 100% cotton. But you know what? I used a lot of heat on it and it's all good. You can bend it back. Okay, so you can leave it. You can leave it and be done. I'm just going to write Mary at the bottom and try to get it somewhat centered. All right, Mary. And you can go over that too if it's not dark enough for you. And again, leave it, or guess what I'm going to do? I am going to put some white ornaments on it with just a gel pen, a little jelly roll, and I'm going to just kind of scribble them on. You can use paint, you can use colors. I just think the white is going to be pretty and whimsical. And just kind of put them here and there, or wherever it feels good for you. And they're not going to show up super well on our yellow green, so I'm going to kind of do halvesies on those. And gel pens kind of just leave streaky marks sometimes, but you can always go back after they dry and do another coat. You could also use gouache, you could use bleed-proof white, you could use acrylic pen, whatever you've got that is opaque that will go over these colors nicely. Yeah, I like this. It's making it just a little more whimsical, which I enjoy. And I've probably said the word whimsical about 750 times since I started this channel about 4.5 months ago, I think, by now. But that's okay. That's what I like. I like the whimsy. And some of you do too. And if you don't, you can just leave it. If you're a minimalist, you just leave it right as it was. All right, I like that. And now, oh, sorry about that. And now you could also leave it like this, but you know me, I'm going to grab, what am I grabbing here? I'm going to grab a Micron. You could stick with the Sharpie pen that we used. My microphone, or my hair was just on my microphone. I don't know if that was doing anything weird, but so you can stick with the Sharpie pen that we were using, or I'm just going to use this Micron size 8 because I feel like my Sharpie pen is kind of running out. And I'm going to start with doing a somewhat straight outline of our tree. And then I'm going to stop and see what it looks like. And I might then do some crazy outlines. Oh, yep, so I just messed up. So I'm definitely going to do some crazy outlines like, hey, look at me, I did that on purpose. And that's also going to help our little goofy corner down here once we get a few more layers of this outline on here. All right. So now I'm going to go wee and wee and not being careful at all and just going like this. And I'm even going to do one more. Just coming on down like that. Love it. We can make these things work. Okay. I love it. And actually, I'm going to go like that. Yep. And guess what I am going to do? I'm going to go over our Mary so it's a little bit darker. This is where it might be nice to have hot pressed paper because it is smoother. But I love the texture of cold pressed paper, so that's why I stick with it. There's our Mary. All right. And there she is. Can't get much simpler than that, am I right? And hey, if you make mistakes like I do, stick around because I'm just leaving them in and I'll show you how to fix them, okay? All right, enjoy, have fun, make a cute little gift or card or gift wrap or decorate a fun little envelope for somebody, and have a wonderful rest of your day. See you in the next video.